Avellino is a slice of heaven nestled into the picturesque coastline of historic Swampscott, with an amazing cook-to-order breakfast menu served all day, homemade pastries and a wide variety of coffees. This is the perfect place to start your day. Lunch and dinner includes signature paninis, daily specials, and the option to BYOB. Head down to 242 Humphrey Street or call today at 781-584-4435.
Seattle travels to the Windy City to take on the Bears, who lost a heartbreaker to Aaron Rodgers last week. Pete Carroll's 24-5 in primetime games. He loves the limelight, even though he's the ugliest cheerleader in football. Russell Wilson's great, but it's tough to win when you have no one to throw to. I can't see Chicago losing at home, especially with Khalil Mack shadowing Wilson. Take Trubisky to have a bounce-back game and throw a late touchdown. Take the favorite at home. Last week, I had a few blowouts. I was just seeing if you motherfuckers were paying attention. Monday!
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
I'm president up here tonight.
He's got connections. He's got connections.
This guy's got connections,
Absolutely.
Huh? Welcome to the I Love Monday Night Live Show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday.
Yeah!
Machine Gun Mike.
How you doing, everybody?
Paul D'Angelo. First
Fucking great.
First time we've ever had
Back again.
like your assistant co-host to him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make a confession before you even start?
I'm not a priest.
You know how you're anything but a priest. Well, actually, I might be right. Listen, I have to confess something. First impressions, they say, are very important. I have to be honest. This is my second time. The first time I came, I took one look at the building. My first impression, this is a dump.
Right.
I come up here. I look at the studio. This is Mickey Mouse, right?
Right.
I look at the people working. My first impression, have no idea what they're doing.
Right.
You and your co-host, my first, crazy, just out of your mind.
Come here with a firecracker.
Well, no. Let me tell you something. But after being here once, I realized I was right about every single thing. I was right on the money. It's unbelievable.
The way you felt about all this is how we felt about you. Thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for having me.
You know about his ailments?
His ailments?
He's fucking sick every week, this guy. There's something wrong with him every fucking week.
What's the problem?
I just want to know what's the matter tonight.
When I die, I'm haunting you. I'm going to watch you and your wife have sex. That's what I'm going to do. How's that?
Jesus Christ, you hear that?
That's haunting me.
Everything starts shaking in the bed. That's me. Watching you.
You're a pervert.
Yeah, I'm a pervert.
You got to get on my ass, you weirdo.
I got to get one of those upper GIs.
Scapula.
No, the upper GI.
You should wear a scapula.
Yeah.
You know what that is? So what's up? What's going on with your health?
Get an upper GI done.
Okay.
Is that when a general infantryman puts it in your mouth?
Is an upper GI... Is that the opposite of a lower GI?
No, that's the upper your ass.
Upper your ass. Yeah, you don't want that. I got to ask you.
That's the Italian doctor. He's got the upper your ass.
Oh, really?
And upper GI.
So what's going on with you? What's going
I'm good. I got to get checked. That's all.
What's wrong?
Check him on the show.
Your cousin's over here. Can we ask him about your ailments? He always have ailments?
Keep it quiet, Marco. We're good.
What a loyal
Just
bastard.
say a prayer.
What a loyal That guy eats concrete.
Fucking, you can say eats concrete.
Yeah, look at him.
I mean, he's a good guy.
We're going to post on air your blood tape just in case, we need a donor halfway through the show or something.
So it's the first time we've ever had
A-O.
another co-host tonight. You're here for Shoot the Shit. This is great.
Okay, great.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, I'm here. I might as well use me.
Are you wearing rosary beads? What's going on with that thing?
What this?
It's Italian chain.
You got a lot of Hamburg right there. What's that?
This is, huh?
What is that? A scapula? What's going on?
No, it's a cross.
Oh, okay.
Looks good.
All right, let's get right to Shoot the
What are
Shit.
you, Muslim?
No. Jesus. I'm Roman Catholic.
Am I offending you?
I'm 100% Roman Catholic.
Yeah, then you don't
What
know
about
what
you?
this
Are you
is?
Roman
don't know what
Catholic?
this is? Yeah.
You don't want to get into religion.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what it is.
I
The
was
hair's
until I
blocking it.
found out about all that stuff that's going on. Now I found out how that glass got stained.
All right, first we got retired New York cop and his wife made millions in a police-run prostitution ring. Is this true?
Ludwig Paz and the coolest wife on earth, Aurelis Peralta, were named in an indictment on Thursday. Paz is allegedly the ringleader of a prostitution ring which took in about $2 million between 2016 and 2017. He's a retired vice detective who used his police knowledge to get around the law. Basically, when people say you have to tell me you're a police officer, that's not true. But what you can't do is show your penis. So he made all the Johns show their dick before they went and did this, and that's how he made it last for a year, I guess.
I mean, cops, they get
He's not a
lonely.
cop anymore.
But I'm saying, cops in general, they're lonely at night. They're working the, night shift. I mean, they need a hand job. I mean,
He was a cop, but he wanted to be a Mountie.
That's it.
Kind of gives a new meaning when they say, "What you gonna do when they come for you?" Bad boy, bad boy.
where did his wife? Was she like
Coolest wife in the world, right? Honey, I want to start a prostitution ring. I support you, baby.
Brought home $2 million.
Maybe she was involved. Like maybe she was like giving reach arounds. I don't know. What do you guys
$2
think?
million. She was getting half the money.
Is that a nice
she's a
stick
kid.
in your pocket? Are you happy to see me?
You talking to me right now?
No, not you. Jesus.
Yeah, and you don't even have to charge extra for handcuffs because the police, they come standard.
I mean, cops. Let's face it. They're kind of like legalized mob.
They are. And 40 will get you 15 minutes. 160 will get you an hour.
That's a good deal.
That's pretty good pricing.
That's a good deal.
You don't get that kind of
In
pricing
New
in
York
Boston.
City, you can't get a Big Mac for $40.
I know.
You get a hand job, though.
Really? I wonder if his wife was like turning tricks too.
I don't know.
You're not sure? I thought you were a
We'll find
client.
out. We'll follow up on that. We have a crack team of research guys here.
Kind of gives new meaning to bend over and spread them.
All right, the next one we got. Con artist tricks Uber driver. So then Uber driver sues a porn star.
This is like the perfect story for
What?
how America is today. Uber driver James Wiedenboner was scammed out of $1,800 by someone pretending to be porn star Danny Daniels. The con artist claimed that he was the film actress and that he needed the cash to get a flight back from Ghana. After realizing he'd been scammed, Wiedenboner brought a lawsuit against the actual porn star just so he could meet her, even though she didn't have anything to do with the scam. Danny Daniels, we tried getting a comment from her, but she
Are
wasn't
these real
available.
names? Are you making these names up?
No, I'm sure your web history has seen Danny Daniels in there once or twice.
Is that a guy or a girl?
It's a girl, and you know what? Like, based off this whole thing...
Oh, then he hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a guy.
Yeah.
Nope, just a girl who's used to getting fucked over.
Is that her right there? I mean, she's right
Yeah.
behind us.
Oh, that's not bad. Pretty
Oh,
good.
she's got nice. She looks
Looks
like
nice.
she looks like a greyhound.
Never learned to type.
Look, my head's in
She
her
looks like a
mouth.
fucking greyhound
Okay.
with tits. Jesus Christ.
She got a nice forehead.
There goes Swifty.
I did a little research on Ghana. Like, first of all, why does the guy believe
Ghana? Isn't that a country
it's
in Africa?
in West Africa? It's
Yeah.
actually, and it's on the Gulf of Guinea, which I thought was Revere Beach.
What the hell? Are you calling? I mean, we're fucking
Took him 3 seconds to get it. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting aggravated. They call me a guinea. We're Italians up
I'm
here.
Italian too. What are you talking? My birth's on cement.
What a weirdo, though, right? Like, shouldn't this guy be arrested now? You're dragging a porn star in a room for a lawsuit that she has nothing to do with. I think that's a little screwed up.
Why, because she's classy. Who gives a shit? Come on.
Do you guys ever get a hooker in an Uber, in the backseat of an Uber?
No.
I'm not saying nothing.
Let's go to the next one.
That's Uber Plus. Texas man. Oh, why don't you start this off?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Texas man caught for murder when his mama found the dead body of his son laundry bin.
Alex Akpan of Houston has been charged with murder. His mother was going through his room when she found a human foot sticking out of her son's laundry bin and thought, I might have to call the police here. It turns out that the foot belonged to a 23-year-old girl that Alex was dating. He met her at the mall like a couple days before, and neighbors say that he was throwing things outside and screaming at her because of where she parked. He showed up in court wearing a T-shirt that said, "Defend the weak and the fatherless." It was a Bible reference, which he must have interpreted as,
What's the guy's
strangle
name?
this
What
girl
was
and
his
leave her
name?
in your laundry.
What was his
An
name?
idiot.
Alex Akban.
These are like names from like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, it sounds like a Harry
These are-
Potter
these
villain.
Fake names.
Real?
They're
Like,
fake.
what the
Yeah,
frig is
the
this?
prisoner of Akban.
The thing that shocked me is he's 24. His mother's still doing his laundry. Kinda. And everybody knows dead bodies dry clean only.
Shit? Right, right. This guy's a murderer.
And a foot fetish.
That was the mom's way of getting him out of the house, right? She was like, "Oh, I can call this guy in for murder. We can have a study now."
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd turn it into like an office or like an exercise room.
Is this fake
In the
news?
laundry bin.
That's real,
No,
right?
this is real.
That's real.
Is this
stuff.
fake news?
This
This is
stuff.
all real news.
Where does it come from? Like,
We go
where
the
was
Daily
this?
Mail. We have undercover reporters. I can't get into how we get our stories.
What state was this in?
State of stupidity. I don't know why
Houston.
you would put in your hide a dead body in your,
It
in
says
your
Houston.
bedroom.
He's in Houston.
Connecticut.
I do the laundry now. I'm afraid to separate the dark clothes from the white clothes. I don't want Jesse Jackson in front of my house going, "The separation of the color clothes from the white." I said, "I'm just doing the laundry. Relax."
You know, you're right.
You think it's hard sneaking a girl in your house to get laid? Try killing her and leaving her in your laundry.
Jesus. Did you just,
Shout it out.
Yeah.
was the person dismembered? Were they dismembered?
No, she was just jammed in there.
All right. Lady got filmed Hitting her boyfriend with a beer bottle and taunting him. Do we have a?
We do. It's hard to make love work, especially when it's hitting you in the face with a bottle of Rolling Rock, right? This unfuckable bitch who dresses like Bill Belichick on a casual Friday is seen embarrassing and assaulting her boyfriend at a restaurant bar, okay? She slaps him, she bottles him, and then she starts saying, I bet you wish you could hit me, huh? And then just keeps egging it on. And people around her are so irritated they started videotaping it.
What would you do if
Let's take a
some
look at
girl
that
did
clip.
to you?
It all depends. Is it cameras?
Look at this.
Look at this guy. Assume there's cameras everywhere. I mean, look at this chick.
Not a set of balls between them.
She's got a bun on her head.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this, the 60s?
Wow, what a
She's wearing the same outfit I wear to like a
You know
buddy's
something? I want to
sleepover.
give him a beat.
exactly.
What a prick.
What a wimp.
Wimp.
This
How do you
is what
spell
we're doing
wimp?
This is what we're doing to the men of America. We're taking testosterone and masculinity out of the equation, and men are now battered husbands.
How do you spell
What if
wimp?
it was the other way around?
That hurts.
Have you ever?
Can I tell you what they don't show you is what happened right before that?
Yeah, he might have
Why
called
that
her.
happened? Because
Slept with her
she said,
mother.
she said, how many women have you slept with? What? She said, how many women have you slept with? She said, well, let me think about that. 1, 2, 3, you, 4, 5. That's what I want. Boom!
Yeah, the order of mentioning is important there.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I don't know what you're supposed to do in that situation. What do you just get up and walk away?
You're in a bar and
Gotta
there's
walk
cameras. Let the broad hit you.
Spin her.
Take
You
off
can
and
spin
get her
her
in the
face.
back. Get her like behind the building and rip her face off. I'm sorry.
I would order 30 drinks on her tab and then
I
leave.
mean, what are you gonna do? The girl's beating you up. What are you gonna do?
Sleep with her mother.
Is that? Oh Jesus! That's what you did to your mother-in-law.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you say something like that, that's what had to happen.
Next.
This is like Dr. Ruth meets the Goodfellas. What are you guys talking? Gee, what the? You guys are giving dating advice. You wonder why you can't get laid. I'd smack her in the face when is there a camera there? Hey, Jesus. Oh my God, you guys are sitting.
Well, what would you do?
Well,
picking on us,
I
what would
wouldn't
you
be
do?
hit. I wouldn't get. First of all, I wouldn't go with the Princess Leia with the saddle horn on the top of her head so he could hang on. But going on,
First of all, I
What would
wouldn't have
you do
ordered
if
a
that
beer.
chick hit you?
I'd say, why'd you hit me? I don't even know who the hell you are. Why did that chick hit me? Why? No, if some. No, you can't. You can't hit her.
No, I'm not saying to hit her, but what would you do if she hit you?
You know, you wouldn't. You bring in the back. You smash your face. That sounds like.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
What
just
are you
saying. Well,
gonna
not me,
do?
but somebody like me would do that.
No, I would never do it. I'm just.
Oh my
I'm just doing
God,
what
I
you
gotta
said.
go back to be a lawyer. I could be rich just from working with you people.
I gotta hire you.
My,
All right, next. Van caught on tape driving like the Dukes of Hazzards.
A silver van can be seen here making their way the only way they know how. Video shows the vehicle speeding through traffic before it clips an abutment, sending it airborne, which is just a little bit more than the law will allow. Witnesses on the scene stated that the jump was going to beat all that you ever saw. Basically, I'm singing the theme song to Dukes of Hazzard here. Some psycho was driving like 90 miles an hour through traffic, hits a ramp, and goes airborne. Check this out. Good old Luke and Bo Duke.
Where was Daisy? Where was Daisy Duke?
I think she was in the passenger seat leaning over, giving Bo a Hummer, and that's kind of what caused the distraction.
She had her shorts pulled up over her clamor.
Did they live? Did she live? Did she live?
Did the people, everybody in the car lived. I didn't think a van could get the height, right? If you tried to do that, you couldn't do it.
Close.
well, it's a pay-per-view next week at Caesar's Palace. He's jumping over the fountain with the van.
Who was the first girl in the Dukes of Hazzard? What was her name?
Daisy.
But like in real life, what was her name?
Catherine Bach.
Yeah.
And then remember the other one,
was
the
another
remake. It was
I don't remember
Simpson, the girl Simpson.
Oh, they did a movie.
Jessica
Yeah,
Simpson.
That was a movie.
Who do you
It
think was
wasn't-
better? Which one do you guys think was
The
better?
original.
The original.
The original's better because
Yeah.
you guys like brown hair.
Yeah.
She's the original.
How could they
I
even
like Bach.
remake that?
I
movie?
think the second
Not like
one.
your girls who
No, I
bark.
like Jessica Simpson.
think-
better.
no, I think-
'Cause the younger was like, she was in a bikini. Different. No,
Do you think they shave like they shaved down there back then? Dukes of Hazzard girls.
Where do you get these deep questions?
I'm asking you.
Like-
Well, because you talk weird.
Well, Carlo.
Yeah, it's called English.
Carlo, the
You
girl.
probably wouldn't understand. Yeah. I don't even see anybody here who can interpret for you. Dude,
I'm pretty sure she shaved because she
Who do you
wanted
guys
her
like
moon to
better?
shine,
Like the
right?
first one or the second one?
the first one.
Okay. You too?
Like
I'm
Curly.
just saying, she had a wig on her vagina.
You can't have a moon
She had
shine
a wig
without
on her
shaving.
vagina. The first one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got Don Zolo talking about Serena Williams. I'm offended. I'd love to hear this one.
Don's a good man.
And then we come back, we're going to have Paul D'Angelo up here with us.
Huh?
You're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're not leaving.
I'm offended. In your defense of Serena Williams this past weekend at the U.S. Open, now I want to preface this with, I actually enjoy the crap out of Serena Williams. I respect her greatness. She's been a pro since 1995. That's 23 years, and she's on the verge of breaking the most Grand Slam titles ever. I am grateful that I get to watch her, okay? That being said, her behavior this last weekend at the US Open was nothing short of embarrassing. And the only thing more pathetic than that is your defense of her behavior. Now, let's get into some of Serena's comments, which I couldn't even wrap my brain around. We'll start with, I'm a mother. I have a daughter. Well, congratulations. Sincerely, I'm happy for you. What does that have to do with playing tennis at the US Open? Nothing. You're trying to make yourself into a martyr. You'll never umpire one of my games again. Who the are you to decide? Like, what are you, a 1920s Las Vegas booker? You're never gonna work in this city again. You mark my words, kid. Like, it's not your decision, and it comes off narcissistic when you think that you have the power to control that. And then to demand an apology? If you have to demand an apology, it doesn't fucking count. The only time an apology carries any weight whatsoever is when the apologizer wants to apologize. And what are you gonna do if he does give you an apology? You run home with your apology and you put it on your trophy shelf right next to all your Wimbledon platters? It doesn't fucking matter. Just like your comments with, I'm out here fighting for little girls. Really? Because it looks like you're playing championship level tennis. And if you do want to fight for a little girl, how about you fight for Osaka, who had her Grand Slam moment robbed of her when she was booed off the stage at Flushing Meadows? Shame on you, Flushing Meadows. Again, I actually like Serena Williams. She's been in the public eye for 25 years, and for the most part, she conducts herself extremely well. She really does, so I don't want to crucify her too much for one event. I like Serena Williams. I don't like her actions from Saturday, and you shouldn't defend them.
Have you been suffering from back pain, neck pain, or overall discomfort? Are you looking for instant relief and, more importantly, preventing future pain? Then it's time to head down to a Touch of Health Chiropractic Wellness Center in Swampscott today. Whether it's stress relief, posture improvement, mood elevation, immune system boost, or just sleeping better at night, it's time to call Dr. Amar at 781-592-7600.
Welcome back, everybody. Honestly, it's a pleasure to have you here. I know we're breaking your chops, having a good time, but
I expected you to. I knew what to expect.
But you know something, you were one of our best guests we've ever had on the show of all time.
Plus, I got to get a sweatshirt for my girl. Had her eye on my sweatshirt. I said, "I'll get you one. I'll get you a large." She said, "I always say things I shouldn't say." She said, "No, I'm a medium." I go, "You'll grow into it." I'm in trouble. Yeah. I'm in trouble. Yeah.
You told me to get a 4X, by the way.
Jesus. Thanks for having me back on. It's nice to be
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your book. You got this beautiful book here.
It just came out. When I was here before, it hadn't come out yet, but it just came out. In fact, I got a big book signing on Wednesday. And
where was that?
At Artichokes in Wakefield, nice restaurant right in downtown Wakefield.
Sure.
And there's going to be music after with my friends Joni and Paul from Cool Change, and we'll be doing T-shirts. In fact, I'm going to give you one of these. Because you gave me one of your T-shirts, which I washed once, and now I use it as a hand puppet. Yeah. Let's see. This is my original artwork and L.A. Miz T-shirts. I'll give you this.
Beautiful.
And you probably cut the sleeves off while you're doing your curls or something. But yeah, and we'll be doing T-shirt giveaways. And the book is the first of a series of diaries I wrote when I moved out to Hollywood.
Tell us about the book, because I've been online. I've been seeing this all over the place, and then actually even in the newspaper, because I read the newspaper once in a while, just the pictures, and saw this on there.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, it's like I said, it's my. You know what? When I work with young comedians, they say not young comedians, new comedians. They say what's funny, and I say conflict, tension, awkward situation. So. What do you mean by that? Well, I say, how's your life? I got a great wife, great kids. I love my job. I got a great boss, paying all the bills. There's nothing funny about that. when you say my wife's a pain in the ass, I'm going to kill my kids, my boss is an asshole, I can't stand my job, I can't pay the bills, and it's funny. Well, when I moved to L.A., I had to go. Most artists, they struggle at the beginning, you know. But I was in the DA's office when I started doing comedy. I was doing both shows, both full-time jobs at the same time, and I started headlining after like a dozen or so open mics, so I really didn't do the struggling there. I went back to L.A., and that's where I struggled, but I had to go backwards. So now I'm in a place with cockroaches. I had a girlfriend who ran off with a movie producer. There's transvestite hookers out front of my place. There's more Mexican. I'm like Davy Crockett. Where'd all these Mexicans come from?
Paul, can I get the address of that? Can I get the address?
And I'm living on Hollywood Boulevard. Huh?
Same girlfriend we're giving a sweatshirt to? Or a different one?
Did you get the part about moving in with the movie
I
producer?
don't know. I don't know if you brought her here.
That's why you're the host, because you're sharp. You're good. You're good. If you had half a brain, you'd tip over. Listen. No, it's about being in LA, and it's funny because when things aren't going good, it's funny, and it's as my little Italian mother says, who wants to read about something that happened 20 years ago? Thanks, Ma, for the confidence. She's the same woman. If I could be elected the President of the United States, my mother would be with her friends. Oh, you must be so proud of your son. He's the President of the most powerful country in the world. My mother would go, he's no Abe Lincoln. Right?
He wasn't unanimous.
Yeah.
Is your mom still living?
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
yeah.
how old?
Going to be 86.
God bless Benedict.
Yeah, like this big. She's about this big now. Still afraid of her. Still afraid of her. Yeah.
She's like the girl.
She's the reason I'm still single.
She's the girl like Joe Pesci's mother.
She never liked any girl until I broke up with her. Right? I come in, Mama, I come in to visit. Mama, I come to visit you. You with that bouton? Pooh! I spit on her. She's the devil. I said, relax. We broke up. That's too bad. I always liked her. She was a nice girl.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So the book's doing good. A lot of people buying them.
Just came out. Yeah. You can get it on my website, pdangelo.com. Get it on Amazon. Get it at my shows. Get it at the book signing on Wednesday night, and it's a big fun night. And whatever. And for you can have this one.
Thank you. I can't really read, but that's.
I didn't think you could, but there are pictures.
There's a lot of pictures in there. Yeah, I have trouble reading.
You can color them in.
I mean, I wear glasses and I can't read. It doesn't matter. I can't read. I have a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate high school. I mean, not like you. You're DA.
Yeah, you shocked me. I thought you were a Harvard guy.
So, McCluskey, what do we got?
Harvard auto body.
What do we got?
Well, it's Monday, so naturally everybody except for us is bitching and complaining about how much their life sucks and how they hate their jobs. We have some scenarios that, unlike Monday, actually suck. And in this edition of Would You Rather, we're going to play. We're going to start off with Paul.
Okay.
Would you rather let your mother-in-law move in with you for the foreseeable future, or get into a car accident and spend a month in the hospital and then have a limp for the rest of your life? So, spend time with your family or be horribly crippled.
Well, I'm not married, but my girlfriend has a mother, so that would she qualify as my mother-in-law? She's a nice lady. She's a very nice lady. I would rather take the injury. Yeah. I'll take the injury. Yeah.
Honesty is the best policy. The next one is from Mr. Monday. We know two of the closest things to your heart are men's softball and Italian food. Would you rather never play softball again or never eat another home-cooked meal from Master Chef Mrs. Monday?
What about you? You like boys softball? Is that true?
I like any sport where a man can feel like a high school girl.
I went to the women's softball. They all hated men. They had Lorena Bobbitt throw out the first ball.
Was it shaped like a hot dog?
Softball, it's 3 strikes and you're out still, right?
Obviously, I got to go with my wife's cooking.
Okay, yeah, well, that's a good...
You know, otherwise I'll never get a meal again.
What's the best
I got a kick in the balls.
What's your go-to?
Her go-to?
It's your it's your birthday. She's making the thing you want. What is it?
Linguine clam sauce white.
There you go. All right, Machine Gun Mike, we got one for you.
She makes for me on my birthday. I can't believe that.
Your girl from L.A. or the one from here?
No, you're what?
Hey, Franco. This fucking guy.
Mike, with transportation technology changing by the day, anything seems possible.
Yeah.
From self-driving cars to flying cars. That being said, would you rather have a car that runs on meatballs or a plane that runs on sausages?
What third grader made
That's
up
a weird
these
question.
Stupid.
That's like the weirdest question. That's like Gilligan's
reflex.
Island. That's like a Gilligan's Island
Weird
question.
thing. Can I
Is
help?
it dumb because we already know the answer? Mike's not going to turn down the sausage, right?
No, that's Carlo's specialty. He won't turn
He
down
gets the
donkey.
balls.
You gotta go with the meatballs.
This
just
guy,
like a
you
huckle
and
right at
him,
him.
like there's something going on with you two.
If he wasn't such a pusshead,
We got into a heated debate on a plane ride. We don't.
Half a man.
Yeah.
Hit you once, you wake up, it'll be Christmas.
Do you know I was dressed nice before I came here, and then I looked at, and then I remembered, and I said, "I'm putting on the jeans and the shirt."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now I forgot what this was like.
Looks like
this is like a cockfight in Bangkok,
did your mother-
Thailand here. But it's like the scene in Goodfellas. No, it's the deer hunter there.
Did your Italian mother make that Afghan?
Looks like my job in comedy is safe for another week. Okay.
You ready to field another one, Paul?
Wait a minute,
Oh, it's my-
hold
it's
on.
my
What about the
meatballs.
balls?
What's wrong with that?
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
He was drooling at the mouth thinking of those big, luscious, chunky balls.
Jesus.
Paul, knowing what you know now, would you rather go back in time 100 years or go into the future 100 years?
I knew you were going to ask this question, and I looked at 100 years ago because I wanted to see what it was like. And it says, okay, this is on. No, see, I did research here. 90% of all physicians in the United States had no college degree back then, which is true again. What's this?
Like a
The life
college-
expectancy for a man was 36 years, a woman 42 years. Star Spangled Banner, the first time it was ever played in a major league game. The third major cause of death in the United States was diarrhea.
Land the plane.
I thought you graduated college.
I'm reading enough stuff. I did the research here. I looked at back. Do I want to be in
Lousy delivery.
1918?
Are you building
1918 is
a
when the
time
Red
machine
Sox
so that you
won.
can
The Red
die
Sox
from
won, and then they
diarrhea?
went
1918?
86. Yeah, and they said, "Oh, we're going to do it again next year, right? 86 years later, right?" So I don't know. Would I like to go back in the future? I think I'd like to go back. I'd like to go back
Go back in time.
in time.
I knew you.
Well, what one ended?
I think
I
I
got
feel the
nothing
same
funny
way.
to say about this.
I would rather-
Coca-Cola had cocaine in it before caffeine back in 1918.
Is that your excuse?
A lot of nervous people. A lot of nervous people at the ball game.
Yeah, when they took the cocaine out, they changed the slogan to "Just for the taste of it" now because it's not doing anything for you.
I like Pepsi. Do you like Pepsi or Coke better?
I think I like Pepsi.
I like Pepsi better too. Wow, finally we agree on something.
All right, Monday, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
We know you love Mondays, pump iron, and eat a lot of protein, but living forever right now isn't possible. Would you rather be immortal or be able to control people's minds?
I want to die at 100. I don't want to be immortal.
I don't wanna be immortal
especially
either.
after to be with these two guys tonight. I'm ready to go.
No, you're normal.
Oh yeah, you're normal. Got an ailment. What's your ailment tonight?
I don't know though. Controlling people's minds might make it tolerable to live forever because you
you're
can
all-
make everybody do what you
I
want.
mean, you're all here, aren't you?
That's a good point.
All right.
Are we? Yeah.
I mean, you know.
We're flashing subliminal messages across
Yeah, I
the
mean, it's just
internet
the way
right
it
now.
goes. Got your
Juan
fa-
Navas.
We got your father here tonight.
Juan Navas. Yeah, right. We got the family in the house.
Nice guy.
Mad Dog, you ready?
What's up?
With people changing sexes and classifications by the day,
What's this Mad Dog thing? All of a sudden,
face off.
he's calling you Mad Dog. I thought you were a machine gun.
Wait till
That's
after,
Mad Dog.
wait till after the show. Wait
What
till
is
after the
this?
show.
Seriously, Mad Dog. What are you
Your
mad
father's
about?
here. He's bigger than me.
You brought your father here for protection
I
tonight?
did never give a Mad Dog a machine gun. So if people are changing sexes and classifications by the day, it's like, you know, it's a free for all here. Would you rather be a feminine man or a masculine woman?
Listen,
That's an easy one. I know
That's
what you're going to
easy.
say.
I'd be a feminine man because we are. We change diapers now. We do laundry now.
Right.
We ask to go out.
Right?
They tell us they go out.
That's right.
We're all gaining a little weight in a
Right.
good way, for sure. Yeah, I'd definitely be a am I right or wrong? He's touching my leg under the table as we speak. As we speak.
Did you ever
Yeah.
change your diaper?
I don't even like to wipe my own ass. What are you talking about?
Oh, you wear diapers?
No, not yet.
Mike, I can kind of picture you with a chainsaw and a vagina. I don't know. Maybe you might want to think of the other way.
I'm gonna knock this kid out so quick. You have no idea what I'm gonna do to this guy. You need a new guy talking about
I mean,
you.
every
His
week I
jaw's
gotta
gonna be
I'm a
wide in
referee
about 2
between
seconds.
you two. It's fucking bullshit.
Mike, we need a retreat. We got to get over this thing. We got to go somewhere and just.
Oh, I'd love to go somewhere.
So you know what's a
like
year in a...
like 2 hours. That's
you know
all you
that-
need.
Like, I know, all kidding aside, we break each other's trust, but today is the year anniversary of the first video that we ever put out from Breaking Balls.
Really? No kidding. Wow.
Yeah! What a magic!
Yeah. So go check out this first video that we put out on I Love Mondays episode, and we'll be right back with Paul D'Angelo and Machine Gun Mike.
Hey! What about these people, okay? They drive their 10 speeds on the street like they're cars.
They're stupid. These are 21 speeds.
If they stop at red lights like cars do, it doesn't bother me.
Now, do you obey the laws of the road as a bicyclist?
As much as I think I need to. When there's a stop sign, I slow up, I look right, I look left, I look straight ahead. If there's no cars, I'll slow way down, but I'll go through it.
So when you're driving on the street, what about these people on 10 speeds driving on the street?
Actually, I ride a bike, so I'm one of those people.
Do you wear a weird outfit?
It's not weird, it's aerodynamic.
Okay, tell me about it.
I mean, it's to be honest, it's comfortable because if you ride in this, you get sweaty and all, you know.
Do you dress like a ballerina?
No. They're pretty expensive outfits, though. You know, people don't understand that. No.
What about their outfits?
Yeah, those are a little kind of outrageous.
You got guys like our age wearing spandex.
Yeah, I know. It's you can't unsee that. You know, it's a little frightening. But
I don't mind the bikes. I hate uniforms. Why do you have to dress up like you're on the Tour de France? You're going to get coffee at Starbucks.
What about the people driving 10-speed cycles on the streets like they're cars?
Dangerous for both sides. Easy.
Do you like Mondays?
Oh, that's the best day of the week.
Come on, you really mean that?
Yes, because you know we have to work and to pay the bill. So you come back on Monday, and then you have to work, man.
Look at this. What's that?
I love Mondays.
Martha R. Bagley Esquire is a lawyer specializing in family law, divorce, litigation planning, and negotiation and settlements. With 2 convenient locations, Bagley Law in Salem and Weston Patrick in Boston, Martha is the choice for the Massachusetts Seacoast. Going through a divorce can be one of the hardest things we have to do. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Call 978-745-0066 today.
We're back.
We're back. Mayhem ensues.
So close, guys. The past week's been crazy. You had these gas explosions in Lawrence.
What the hell's going on?
Okay, you had a plane crash in Woburn, and then some kid got eaten by a shark in, Wellfleet or whatever, but he was from Revere.
Yeah, I was shocked when I heard there was 20 fires in Lawrence in one day. I said, usually it takes a long weekend.
But is that because of the strike? Because of the Keyspan strike?
I don't. Strike. The what? The what?
The strike by the gas company. Is that why that's
What'd you call the gas company?
Keyspan?
Keyspan.
Isn't that the name of it?
Is that the name? Oh, I don't know. Is that the name?
Columbia! You wouldn't know because you don't pay your bills. If you wrote a check for your bills, you'd know. So what do you think about all these crazy shit that's been going on?
It's crazy. The world's ending.
What do you mean the world's ending? Doom and gloom, Mike. Oh, I got an ailment. The world's ending.
ISIS.
What a surprise! The guy gets eaten. Well, first of all, the seal population's exploded down there, and now the sharks are in, and
they're eating humans.
And they. Well, yeah, because he thinks this. What? Wait a second. The guy goes in the water. The shark goes in the water. There's farewell and adieu to you, Spanish. That's my Quint impression. Yeah,
we're gonna need a better singer.
Listen, look. So it's
listen, look.
Okay, because you did research. When's the last time there was somebody got eaten by a shark?
In Massachusetts, 1936.
Oh, pretty good. The year you were born.
Yeah, I remember when I used to look up to you.
Well, so I've been told that we actually have the shark that ate that kid on the phone. Is that true?
Yeah, hi, it's me, Carlo. It's the shark that ate the kid in Cape Cod.
It's a gay shark.
It's a gay shark with great eyesight. How's your eyesight, Sharky?
I identify as Paulie, but, my eyesight's pretty good.
So what's, going on? I thought you guys, only hung out in, warm water.
Yeah, we normally do, but I was supposed to head down south last week, but the storm is huge over the Atlantic, and it messed up everything.
Down south? Well, let me guess, Key West?
Anywhere the boys go.
So what happened? What happened to the poor kid that? What happened to the poor kid? You just dismember this kid? What happened?
Poor kid, that guy looked like a goddamn Adonis. Listen, I hadn't eaten in a few days, and I was friggin' starving. I thought he was a seal. And listen, we're not out to attack humans, but sometimes we get confused.
I'm a little confused by this whole situation. Like honestly, I thought there's like Martha's Vineyard stuff like this happens.
Yeah, no. And it was knee high too, wasn't it? It wasn't too deep.
Really?
It wasn't that deep.
I'd never get any higher than knee high. I have no problem reaching from that position.
Yeah, you. Because you're always on.
I find that hard to swallow.
He's always on his knees.
Try chewing more. It works for me.
What a sick individual.
What was the guy's name that you ate?
Oh, I never get their name. I just bite them off where I need it, and I take away. You know what? I see another seal. I actually have to go. Bye, everybody.
God forgive us.
All right.
Is the only shark has a fin goes like this.
He's got a limp fin.
Yeah.
All right, Klusky, did you hang up on that guy?
I did,
Whatever
man.
it
I
was.
can't deal with that.
What a snout that guy had.
Yeah, what kind of shark has Verizon? In 2018, there are a handful of sexuality types. In the old days, there was one, straight. And even if you weren't, you played one in real life, you know? With sexuality being so open, we thought we would run a few scenarios by our team to see who is the most comfortable in their own skin. In our new segment called The Hypothetical Homosexual. We're going to show you a picture of 3 men, and although you are not gay, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you have to decide who is the best.
Do you think there's any homosexuals here tonight in our studio?
I don't know, but you two guys aren't wearing pants. I figured I wasn't going to say anything because the camera only gets from this part, but I said something's weird, and that's somebody's got a hand on my leg, and they brought me up to a basement, and
That ain't a hand.
I'm just preparing for my grand jury testimony.
Those aren't actually microphones inches
We
from
brought
your
him up
face.
to a basement.
All right, Paul, we're going to start with you, okay?
Yeah.
We ready?
Yeah, well, please, can I just talk to my mom? If you don't hear from me, I'm a gimp in his basement. I'm wearing a leather suit. I got a red ball in my mouth, and Carlo has me hostage.
Hey, Mom, he gave me this, Mom. He gave this to me. All right.
Disgusting.
Wow, there's a lot of extra room in here. Must put your wallet and your keys, too, huh?
You gave me this.
I didn't give you that.
He didn't give me that.
Do your Bane impression from the Batman movie.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's the worst smell.
I got you to
It's
do
worse than
it.
the dumpster. It's the worse than the dumpster outside. Hey, what do we got?
What?
All right, now that we've all pretended that we're straight heterosexual men giggling over these guys, who do you want to give a peck on the cheek? John Stamos, Richard Gere, or George Clooney? Who is the best looking
Peck on
guy
the
in that
cheek?
group?
Are you asking me?
You don't have to kiss him on the cheek. I'm asking you, who's the best looking guy of this group?
Well,
It's gotta tell me a lot about you.
Clooney's a crazy lib, so I didn't forget him. So Richard Gere, he did the thing with the gerbil with the human habit trail up his.
That's right. Yeah, he had a little fun with
The
that.
thing. I'll take the cute one in the corner. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go with Stamos. I'm gonna go with Stamos.
Yeah,
You like,
I would go with
you like
Stamos. Uh,
Greeks, huh?
A little pressure.
No. I gave you the whole process of how I did this. You don't load this shit into your spank bank for tonight, please.
Does anybody disagree with him there? Anybody on the panel think
I would have picked Richard Gere.
Richard
But that's
Gere?
just me. I mean,
Yeah, but you know
Yeah,
what?
because you got a poster of him on your wall.
I like gerbils.
Mike, you want to go with him or no?
Stamos, because I'm pretty sure if I didn't like it, I'd kick the shit out of him. So definitely Stamos.
Like if he didn't do you good enough?
Right, enough. Go to the next one, right? Weirdo. You friggin' weirdo.
Mr. Monday, we're throwing at you haughty David Beckham, styling Ryan Gosling, and super bod Ryan Reynolds. All very athletic. Who do you think is the best lay?
Jesus.
David Beckham. I mean, the guy who brings soccer. Fucking...
No, soccer players flop.
No.
No, what are you talking about? No. He bring a soccer ball and cleats to bed, and he like.
He masturbates with his feet.
He do weird sexual things. I think with his partner in bed.
Who's got the most money? Because this is going to cost a guy a lot of
I
money.
think
if I had
Beckham
to
does
do this.
pretty good.
All right, fine, whatever.
Yeah, he's got a nice ass.
I just pictured David
Do you think he
Beckham.
has a nice ass?
I don't know, but where are my car keys? I'm I'm not gonna hit the stairs on the way back. I just take one leap, go to my car.
Take your gas mask and get out of here.
Speaking of cockies, Mike, if you could get on your hands and knees and pull down somebody's cockies, would you do it with Jason Statham, Bruce Willis, or Vin Diesel?
It's funny they're all bald guys, huh?
They're all bald guys.
Huh?
Hey!
Wise ass.
Oh! Wait a minute. Whoa. Vin Diesel's bald.
That's what I said.
What about the other
Bruce
guy?
Willis is bald.
Okay, yeah,
And
but
that other
in
guy
the
is-
movie he is, but is he really?
Jason Statham is the other
they're
guy.
all-
Oh, so why are they doing that to you? I mean,
So who would I? It would have to be Bruce Willis because I just want
He's the shortest, or
no, because I'm sure at one time he had Courtney Cox there, so definitely him. What do you think? Huh?
You trying to double down on the Cox?
He's
in that
getting old
situation.
though.
I like
He was
that.
in Die Hard. I think the next movie's gonna be Die Soon.
the mic. You gotta get the mic. So, you
I told you.
You like Courtney Cox?
Yeah.
I don't even know who she is.
It's
This
his
seems to be the theme, Cox.
Speaking
It's
of
his
Cox,
ex-wife. You.
Paul, we
Don.
have a couple more Cox for you. Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, or Pierce Brosnan.
What's
if
the
you
question?
had no clothes or food, who would you want to be stranded on a desert island with?
Not Sean Connery. He's dead. He'd be bad company.
A lot of hair too.
I'm gonna go with I'll go with Pierce. I liked him in Mrs. Doubtfire.
I think you and me. I would like to be. I would actually like to be stranded.
What? What?
Hello. What kind of game? If you and I were stranded on a desert island together, what kind of games would we play?
I am not gonna
Why
fool
are you
your
smiling?
fantasies. I will not. What
I'm
kind
just
of games?
wondering.
My game would be get off the island before this queer guy tries to call home me.
How come I'm thinking like Battleship and Monopoly, and you're thinking that way?
The minnow.
I mean,
I don't know. You guys are scaring me here.
I'm not trying to scare him. To ask you a question. I don't know. You're
What kind of-
homophobic. You're homophobic.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Do you have a gay person in your family? We all do.
No, I don't. I don't have one.
Oh
in my
yeah,
family.
homophobic.
That's me.
Mr. Monday, let's keep that thought process going, okay?
Okay.
It's late. You've been drinking Crown all day. You're at a lake. Who do you want to go skinny with? Skinny
with?
I'm making myself
Did
uncomfortable.
you say skinny dick?
Who you want to skin away?
Skinny dipping.
Did you say
I think
skinny
it's-
dick?
it's- No,
Skinny
You have a
dick.
skinny dick?
No, I'm
Your
suggesting.
father's got a big one.
I'm suggesting the next three guys have skinny dicks.
Okay.
skinny dipping.
Who do you want to go skinny dipping with? Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, or Cristian Ronaldo?
Well, Ronaldo's a great soccer player. So he's
Again.
banging all sorts of Portuguese pussy
yeah.
all over the place,
Doesn't
right?
matter.
Number two, Derek
Doesn't matter.
Jeter. He's got 9 of the best broads ever in the world with, you know, airbrush vaginas. And then you got Tom Brady with Giselle. So that's a real tough one. But I think I'd go
But
with...
the women that don't aren't the pot. That's not the point of this question.
I want to see Derek Jeter's dick.
No, you would do Derek Jeter. You know why? No, I'll tell you why.
You want to see it? You want to see it?
No,
I want to see the dick that banged all those hottest chicks in the world.
I'm gonna
What
tell
do
you why I
mean?
picked
Brady's
Jeter.
only got one.
I'll tell you why I picked
Jeter's
Jeter.
got like a whole starting team.
I'll tell you why I picked Jeter. Because Jeter's a Yankee. He's a Yanker.
There you go. Hand in hand.
I'm gonna yank you later, buddy. No, but seriously, think about Jeter. I guess when Jeter had his condo, his penthouse, girls came up.
Oh, he got the girls. Oh,
Girls
yeah.
came up to his place. The keys and the
dirty.
phone. Were
What's
left
that have
at
to
the
do?
door.
You skinny dipping with them though.
Well, I'm getting to the point. You know, why are you interrupting all the time? So, you need the limelight.
I
all the
have to.
time? Listen, I just would love to see Derek Jeter's hog because he would put it in Mariah Carey, Halle Berry. Who the hell else? Who else did he put it in?
Everybody.
You eventually.
Probably you. Yeah. For sure.
We played hide the salami, he and I. But I think it would probably be Jeter. What about you?
I'm not asked this question.
Prep for that. We're good.
That was an easy out.
While you're with Jeter, I'm gonna be with his girlfriend.
Mike, you ready for one?
ready.
Because she wants
ready.
me, right?
Mike is known for his sports lists. These next three men are the most attractive pitchers in baseball: Clayton Kershaw, Cole Hamels, and Noah Syndergaard.
Are they all bald?
Mike,
No, they're not.
who would
They'll
you
get
like
a
to
better
play
head of
catcher
hair.
for?
Your father's a sports guy, right?
He's a better sportsman than I am.
So you're a catcher. That means the pitch and the catcher. You're the catcher. You're taking it from
Oh,
the
really? I didn't know that.
I'm just saying. That's what he's trying to say.
I know, but I'm gonna pass this off to your father because he's a sports guy, right? Who would you bang? Repeat the question for him.
The question was, Mike, if you had a stepladder and some lubricant, which professional athlete would you give hand release to?
Kershaw, Sandegard, and who's the third guy? Cole Hamels.
Can you really identify those men through that picture?
Kershaw.
That's
Future
the
Hall of
gayest part of
Famer.
this entire
I wanna
bit.
say I slept with a
The gayest
future-
part of this, knowing who those men are.
Kershaw, without a doubt. What about you?
Cole Hamels a lefty though. He
The other guy's
different
he's a Hall of
sit
Famer.
on the other
He's a Hall
side.
of Famer to be. That's true. They all are.
I think the lefty could do.
Kershaw's a lefty too and a Hall of Famer. Okay. Done.
The other guy's
McClaskey's
Muslim.
ambidextrous, so I should be in the Paul seat right now.
Tonight's show, honestly, was revolved around you.
Well, up until a point it was.
You know?
Then it all became about you. Should I call your wife and give her the bad news?
I already got the bad news. She made you freaking linguine and clam sauce. So tell us about some of your upcoming shows. I mean, you are honestly you are the best comedian in Boston. I don't care. Lenny Clark's great. Don Zolo's all right.
Jesus.
But you are the best comedian in Boston. Dave Russo, med's a med.
Your buddy went last week.
Dave Russo's real good too.
He's
He's awesome.
The Column's a great place to see a
But you
show.
are the
Paul
best
killed it.
comedian in Boston. There's no question about it. Tell us about some of your shows coming up. What do you got going on?
Well, you know what? I got that book signed. That's important Wednesday night, and it's going to have music and everything there. This weekend's like, you know what? I do a lot. It's a different business now. It used to be a club business. I do a lot of corporate events, corporations. Like this week, I got fundraisers, some private shows, and things like that. The public places where I'm at, Kowloon and Giggles, I'm there. I alternate months. I'm there all the time. So that's probably the best place to catch me. Most of the other stuff is private events and things like that.
Paul, for the private shows, is it 40 for 15 minutes, 160 for an hour, or that's a different thing, right?
That's a Lynn rate.
Okay,
yeah.
Do you think Boston? Do you think Boston honestly has the best comedians in the country?
Without a doubt. You know what? New York and L.A. are melting pots where people go from all over to go there. But Boston, I mean, I've been all over the country. Guys who are okay middle act in Boston goes out to L.A. and is, oh my God, this guy's great, because the standard was set so high here by the original guys, the Steve Sweeneys and Don Gavin and Lenny Clark and Kenny Rogers and Mike Donovan, DJ Hazard.
How's that guy, Nick DiPaolo?
Nick's a friend of mine. Nick's is hilarious and one of my very, very favorites. Well, and what I tell Nick is he says the things I wouldn't say. I don't want to alienate anyone. Nick doesn't care. He just speaks his mind and stuff. And Nick's hilarious, but he tends to sometimes piss off.
He's got a great
people,
YouTube show now. He
but he
left
doesn't
Sirius.
hold
He's
back.
doing
But
some
Nick's
good
an
shit
intelligent guy, good friend of mine. I love Nicky. We just worked with him last year at the Portsmouth Music Hall. And Nick's very funny.
But if you bring your
Louis C.K. started his first night was my same night as me.
What about Johnny Peasy?
Johnny, we go back years and years, yeah.
But you mentioned your name to these guys, and they're all like, "Oh, he's the best. He's brilliant." They all say,
you know what? I work hard at it. Every comedian that I try to help out, every one of them says, "I didn't realize how hard you work." I said, "How good do you want to be? I mean, you want to be mediocre? You want to be really good?" So I'm always changing my act. I'm always putting new things in. I got a lot of material. I got 3 CDs that are 50-minute sets. Each one is totally different. Then I got 2 DVDs. Half of what's on the DVDs is not even on the CDs. I probably got enough to cut another DVD now. And so I keep writing. It makes it new for me. Sometimes I bring back old bits. People will call back and ask for old bits and stuff like that. But I just thank God every night that I'm lucky to do something I love so much. And when you love something, it's not like work. Putting the time in.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know, and we know, but you were like a lawyer and a district attorney.
I was an assistant DA for 11 years, then a defense attorney. I used to do good things for bad people, and
that's how we met.
And you know, I almost wish I was a lousy lawyer. It would have been an easier transition. People would have understood more. But I was a very good lawyer. But it gave me great skills. It gave me great skills speaking in front of people, improvising, being organized. And things. So you still have that education and that experience that I draw on, and I write these books. I clerked. First, I worked in when I was in law school for the Attorney General's office, the Department of Employment Security. I wrote direct appeals to the Supreme Judicial Court, so I had to write the briefs and everything. Then I worked in the Middlesex Probate Court for the judges in the divorce court, and I used to write their decisions for them. So when it came to writing the books, I gave the books to editors, and I'd find mistakes that they missed. So finally, the publisher finally said this one. He said, "Why don't you edit it yourself? You give it more scrutiny than these guys." But when you write decisions for a judge. I mean, you have to be precise, the language, the punctuation, everything. So that, I mean, so it all helps, you know, all works.
Is there more corruption in the law business or the comedy business?
Oh, Jesus Christ,
geez.
Kyle, really?
I don't know. The comedy's got its share.
I've been performing Paul routine all across the
That's why this
for
book.
about 5 years.
That's why this book, The L.A. Miserable, because the entertainment business in L.A. I met more assholes in a week there than I did in a month being a defense attorney. Really, seriously.
The people in LA must have loved you from Boston, the accent. How much
when I knew
that
it, when I
accent?
knew when it was done. I was there less than a week, and I was on Sunset Boulevard, and it was busy. It was traffic, and there was a dwarf pressing the button across the street. He was wearing a 10-gallon hat, spurs, and chaps with the thing, and nobody was looking. As if to say, I've seen a smaller dwarf with a bigger hat. Big deal, right? And I go, I'm done. I'm done in this town. I'm done.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy town.
That's great. That's great. Well, let's give it up for this guy.
I love coming. I couldn't wait to come back.
You love coming up to this basement.
No, I like
don't
the
you?
abuse. It reminds me of being with my family.
I know. I feel like it's family when you're up here too. You know,
Yeah,
you really
I do
shit
too.
all over me tonight.
Dysfunctional.
Actually, I actually was going to see if you want to be Mr. Monday starting next week. All right, listen. Another great Monday, everyone. Hey guys, thank you for coming up tonight. We're going to thank our amazing guest right here. This guy's the
Thanks
best.
for having me, guys. Thank you very much.
Anybody, my pleasure.
Machine Gun Mike. He's going to give McCluskey a beating later.
Poor guy.
But just remember, Monday's just a day. Not just a day, it's a religion. So, Monday on 3. 1, 2, 3. Monday! Summer's coming, get your tank tops. Universal sizes, one fits all. Get your dress shirt for your summer wearing. Get your summer tank tops, gray or black. Black makes it look thin. Get your tank tops, summer's coming. I got thousands of tank tops to sell. Let's go, the summer's here. Summer's here. Summer's here. You want to get a suit coat for the summer? For your summer wearing? Let's go! I Love Monday t-shirts back in stock. We shelved it up. Monday hoodies on sale. Buy a bunch of them. Black print breaking balls hats like the millennials wear. Wedding season's coming. Get your dress shirt. The original I Love Monday t-shirt. Let's go, you scumbag.